everyone who's watching me, you know, the I preach what I practice, and I believe in practicing first and then preaching, because that is exactly how that's how I feel, because that's what my husband told me, that's what my father-in-law told me, that if you want to tell someone to pray 2 rakat of nafil, make sure that at least you pray 4, the minimum, or 6 or 10, and that is when Allah will put weight in your dawah. When you will talk to people, people will listen, because sometimes we all talk but it's just going over our head. But if you want to touch people's heart, make sure that your connection with Allah is very, very powerful. So one thing that I tell people is that do not lose hope. Allah listens every single dua of everybody, even नाफरमा बरदारों की दुआ अल्लाह सुनता है, which is his mercy. That is why we call him Rahim and Kareem. But make sure that if Allah has given us so many things and an opportunity to live, so make sure that you please Allah, because eventually to him is our return. Do not forget that one day we have to die, we have to get into our graves. There will be a day of judgment, and it doesn't matter what you think. When Quran says something, that's the end of it. It will not change. Society can become more modern, people around will get even more modern, everything will change, but Allah's words are not going to change till the day of Qiyamah. So make sure that you please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because it's impossible to please people, and आप जितने people pleaser बनोगे उतना ही you are going to fall back. So make sure that you are you are pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the most, and that is where your actual success is. Try to work out with your namaz. Make sure, because that's the only connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that's when you are talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Try to recite Quran, because that's when Allah talks to you. Try and read at least ek ya do ayat, or a ruku if possible with translation, because for people like us jiske liye Arabic is not our first language, it's not about just reciting the Quran, it's about understanding what is the purpose of Quran. And when they say what is Quran, Quran is a way of life. So if you are not translating and understanding the meaning of Quran, it's going to be very difficult for you to understand what kind of life you're supposed to lead. So make sure that these things are on time, pray on time, because कहते हैं ना, when you pray late, आपका वो tick mark तो हो जाता है, okay, that you've prayed, but every namaz comes with a certain barakat. That happens only when you pray on time. So make sure that you do that. Make sure that you have tawakkul. That is the most important thing, because I know times things are going to get difficult. You will think that there is nobody for you. But no, sometimes your parents are not going to be there for you, your spouses are not going to be there for you, your children will not be there for you, your best friends are not going to be there for you, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always and always with you. Like, sometimes when I cry a lot, I think, oh my God, my husband must be bored of seeing me.